talk a little bit about how did professional fighting actually come to be a reality, and how long in your journey after, you know, training this intensely, right?
It started not too long after, because there wasn't an amateur scene for Muay Thai.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But basically, I was already going around the island, and I was sparring with whoever was anything. You know, I was sparring with guys, you know, 100%, guys 50 to 100 pounds north of me.
Okay.
You know, at that time I was, I guess I was around, when I first started, around 160, a little under 160 or whatnot. I ended up competing a lot at around 160 and so forth. But I had my first fight locally. It was in I don't remember the promotion, but they were trying to make professional kickboxing popular.
Okay.
Over here, and they had some pro Muay Thai as well. I think it was a joint promotion. It was, what was it called? I think it was called like the Art of War. Okay. I think Strike Force, something like that, before Strike Force became MMA.
Okay.
It was like a ESPN sort of thing. Okay. Yeah. So kind of cool, you know. So it was in Blaisdell. They brought down fighters from, you know, a lot of the West Coast and so forth. Okay. You know, even a super famous Thai guy fought in the event. His name was Jong Sanan. Call him the Wooden Man. He's one of the golden era legends of Muay Thai. Okay. Out of Fairtex. And he ended up fighting like twice that night too, which was really cool because one of the other matches, the opponent dropped out in the other fight. Yeah. And he was like, I'll just fight him. And he just did. And I'm just like, man, that was one of those things where that opened my eyes a lot. I lost my first matches. Okay. My very first amateur kickboxing fight in Maui, I lost. I won the second one. Okay. Then I was no longer an amateur anymore. I left Maui. And my very first pro Muay Thai fight I lost. And after that, I lost that one. And after that, I never lost. Got it. You know, just the growth, because the hardest thing, I think, is making that walk for the first time. And it's the weight, the build up in the room. Other fighters are around, everyone's getting in their groove different ways and so forth. And just anticipation of what are you gonna do and what to expect and all those sort of things, you know, that really gets to you, you know. And I think it's hard for a lot of people. It was hard for me too in the very beginning. But what happened was, once I climbed through the ropes and whatnot, and the bell rang and whatnot, I was a little numb. You know, the place was packed. Yeah. The Blaisdell was sold out. Yeah. So I was pretty numb. Like, I couldn't feel my arms and legs and everything, you know. I had a hard time. Yeah. Opponent came out and he wasn't super technical. Okay. Just came out, I think his adrenaline was just shooting like crazy too. Yeah. And came out and just blitzed me and I lost the decision and whatnot, but I just couldn't get settled. Yeah. I was trying to find my spots when they're breathing and everything like that, and I started to kind of trade back in the moment. Then I was like, no, I gotta be technical, but this guy's just teeing off on me. Yeah. Kind of thing, chasing me down and whatnot. You know, and then I started to trade with the guy. Lessons learned, because by the time he got tired, guess what? I was tired too. So I couldn't really capitalize as well, you know. But it was one of those things where you learn a lot from it, and it set the tone for everything after that. Yeah.
I mean, all of those things, there's so many things we could unpack there. I mean, just like, you know, emotions and just your nervous system just shutting off. It's like, you can't really do anything about it at that point. You're just trying to survive and manage.